What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix to talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications, and make sure to like the video, guys. Yeah, so I am here as Screen Rant, and ScreenRant.com, who had the I don't know what kind of world they're living in, but they had the audacity to write an article that says manga has always been political. Western readers just never realized it. Never realized it, huh? Okay. Okay, now look, I'm not going to go through the whole freaking article, but I'm just going to read this part here where it says, when Marvel Comics introduced a version of MODOK modeled after then presidential candidate Donald Trump, many were quick to contrast this to the perceived apocalyptic nature of a manga. A common refrain among some Western manga fans is that the medium's success is tied to its lack of apparent political messages. Despite this, nothing could be further from the truth. A closer look at many of Japanese most influential manga reveals a deep well of political themes, messages, and imagery. Look. All right, look. I am not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with the fact that, yes, manga has politics in it. Manga has politics within the stories, but they are not political like Western comics. Okay? And Screen Rant also wrote an article about comic books have always been political and always should be. Comic books should always be political. In other words, so that they can keep pushing their political agenda and whatever it is that they want you to think, because that's what it is. Okay, there's a difference. And maybe they haven't read enough manga, right? But or maybe they just can't tell the difference between like having politics within a story and pushing a political idea. Okay. Because that's what Western comics do. Western comics, they push a political agenda, right? They push a political agenda. Let's say climate change, for example. There was, one of the recent things I saw this year in 2021 is that Superman, not only did Superman became, LGBT, I think it was his son. Like his son became LGBT, but then he started like protesting climate change. He had like a sign. He became like a climate change protester. And which I thought was kind of stupid. I mean, like, why doesn't he go save the kids in Africa or something? Something that actually matters, something that's, that actually helps people. But anyways, I'm not here to like convince anybody of like what I believe politically, but the point of the argument here is that manga has always been political. And here they have a picture of Astro Boy, Akira, and Attack on Titans. Yes, Attack on Titan has politics, but guess what? Attack on Titan is a different world, and the politics within that world are different than the politics in the real world here on planet Earth. Okay, the politics in the movie Akira are different than the ones in our world. Okay, it's just like when you go to to different countries. The politics and culture in America are different from the politics and culture in Japan, right? That's what these idiots don't understand. They just think, oh, it's all the same. No, it's not all the same. You see, when manga adds politics to their story, it is a tool. It is a tool to carry the story further, but they don't try to convince you. They don't try to convince you or preach to you or tell you how to think, okay? Manga and anime, they always challenge you mentally. And I think on Twitter, this article was posted on Twitter, and somebody said, oh, well, Naruto is political. You know what? Yes, Naruto is political. It has politics within it, but it is not political. Do you understand? The politics of Konoha, of the Leaf Village, against other villages, yeah, there's politics there, but the politics are created between these villages and within Konoha, the Leaf Village, basically so that the story can make sense and to push the story forward. However, the main focus is the characters. Naruto, the Uchiha clan, this clan, that clan, Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and the Tail Beast. Those are the primary things in the story. It's not the politics. that's what people don't understand, that there's a difference between having politics in a story and, you know, being, you know, pushing a political idea or telling people how to think, what they should think, and telling people, oh, well, if you don't agree with this, then you're a bad person, which is basically what a lot of comic book creators do in, you know, on Twitter. They get angry at you when you don't agree with them. And I mean, like, that's not the real world. In the real world, no, not everybody's going to agree with you. Okay, and down here, they talk about Akira, they talk about Attack on Titan, and down here they made this comparison saying that how Death Note, in the Death Note one shot, I think it came out in 2018. In the Death Note one shot, Ryuk, the Shinigami Ryuk, he gives the Death Note to Donald Trump, right? And then they're saying, you see, manga, you know, manga is political. No, this is a tool. They're using Donald Trump in the manga as a way to carry on the story. But Death Note itself is not political. The message of Death Note is basically passing judgment onto other people. If you have the power to kill people, you know, by writing their name, would you use it? Would you use it? And you know, who has the right to pass judgment on other people? That's the whole idea behind Death Note. It's not politics. Politics are boring, and this is why everybody is migrating from comic books, from Western comic books to manga, because even when manga adds politics to the story, they do it way better. The writing is way better. The character development is way better. You know, the progression of the story is way better. Why do you think Naruto is so popular, despite of the fact that it has some politics in it? There's a huge difference, you know? It's another article here. This is from bleedingcool.com. It says, why can't Marvel keep politics out of their comics? Well, because now, you know, because they think that's what people want. They think, okay, well, that's what people want. Since, you see, this really started in the middle of the 2010s, like in the rise of, like, when everybody was attacking Donald Trump. And look, I am not against or for, you know, the presidential candidate. I don't care. But it's like during the rise of when Trump became president, everybody was just anger, hatred, and just a whole bunch of crap. And you could not turn on the TV, go on YouTube or any website without hearing or seeing something about the hatred towards Donald Trump. And then they used that, and that's what it became. And all these news outlets, that's what they became. They just became, you know, buzzwords, and using that hatred and the negativity to get people going, you know, to trigger people, because it generates clicks, it generates views, right? And really, you know, when the news, every time the news talk about Donald Trump, they do it for the purpose of just generating buzz, because they make money off of it. But now what's happening is that, you know, that fuel is running out. The fuel is running out. People are getting tired of politics. And how do I know? Very easy. Because since 2020, not only have comic books been going down, but manga has been going up in sales. You go to Barnes and Nobles, there's 15 shelves of manga and only like 3 shelves of comic books. There is a high increase of manga popularity in the West. And the reason is because Western comics have become so political that, you know, people are just getting sick and tired of it. And you know, comic books and manga, they're supposed to be entertainment. It's escapism. When you watch a movie or pick up a comic book or manga, you want to escape from the real world, not continue to indulge in the same news and bullcrap. It's escapism. But the West is trying to take that escapism away from you. Okay? This is why, no, manga, yes, manga has politics, but it's not political. Western comics are political. Manga is not political. Politics are just part of the story. To carry on the story, it's used as a tool. All right, I kind of went on a rant there. Sorry for sounding a little too angry, guys. But anyways, this article is just a bunch of crap. And the fact that they used Death Note here, they thought they were gonna be very wise. Oh well, look, they added Donald Trump on Death Note. Nah, it's a tool. It's a tool for the story. That's what it is. Okay. It's a tool for the story. That's all it is. Don't try to be wise. Don't try to be clever. And you know what the worst part is? The worst part is that they're comparing fiction, the politics in fictional world with the real world. The real world is different from Naruto. The real world is different from Akira, from Astro Boy, from Death Note. Okay? It's different. So anyways, that's all I have to say about this article. Whew. Jesus Christ. Anyways, like the videos, comment below, tell me what you think. Seriously, guys, I want to hear what you think about this, you know, manga being political and shit. Said Western readers just never realized it. Freaking, oh my goodness. Leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. This is Andy Matrix. Godspeed, everybody. Peace out.